Hey guys, this is Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. So, in the past, I've said whether or not girls should be servers, but altar servers in a Catholic church. And today, regardless of the decision, sorry, I was playing with it. It's a goggle case, I think. First one goggles. Anyway, what I'm giving suggestions on how to get more altar servers, because if you have a church like mine, I'm like the only server plus another man, and when I'm not serving, and usually that man is serving by himself, and when it's not that, then there are these a pair of siblings serving. So, yeah, we need more servers, and I haven't started anything yet, because there really isn't anyone to do it really, but for those who want to get more servers in the church, just listen up. Okay, so if you have like two or three combinations of servers and you want to have more, you may need to have them show an empty seat, because in a lot of churches there's a seat by each side of a priest and there's two servers are sitting there. You may need to have the servers sit down so that there'll be an empty seat by the priest, and people will see that we need more servers. It could also help encourage people to take a break and show that the same servers can't just keep doing it forever. Okay, my second tip is start talking to it with the youngest grades you can do it, or the grade before that. There are churches where you generally need to have your first communion before you can become a server. So, you should talk to the grade who's gonna have the first communion. In my church, the end of second grade is when you have the first communion. So, my church allows you to start right after the second graders have the first communion. So in that case, you would talk to the second and third graders about it, and you could talk to fourth graders if that's what you want the limit to be, and it would just depend on how you want your program to be. You could if you were a server, you could talk about benefits you got from being one, and maybe you could have training every week and see who shows up and who wants to be a server. Like I was saying, you could have training, again, because that will help the servers who exist be better at it, and it'll encourage more kids to be like, well, anyone can do it, so maybe I'll try it. So that might work, and you could offer and my last tip is to offer rankings. A lot of churches have rankings for servers. If you have a gold, if you have a white cord, it means you've been a server for less than a year. If you have a red cord, you've been a server for 2 years, and you're considered a skilled server, because you've been doing it for a while. If you're a master server at my church, you have a blue cord, and it means that you've served regularly for at least 2 years, and you can serve at some special masses, such as funerals and weddings. And finally, at my church, the last one is Elite Server. They wear gold cords. By cords, I mean like, they have rope necklaces with little crosses at the bottom. And people might see that and see, ooh, it would be nice to eventually reach that. And that would encourage the servers to serve more often. So those are my tips for getting more servers at your church. And if you have any more advice, let me know in the comments. And another thing, some churches only allow boys to serve, which could still work for them. And if you have, I'm still playing with this, but it's a goggle case. But if you only have boys serving, but you also have a program just for the girls, maybe those tips could still work. Maybe you'll want the service to look more like nuns, and maybe you'll have just a touch of color, a certain color, depending on the rankings. So it would just depend on what your priest allows and what would work for your church. So thank you guys for watching, and subscribe, because I try to make a religious video every Sunday and a non-religious one every Wednesday. So see you all in my next video. Bye.